The Humane Society of Port Jervis Deer Park is a private, not-for-profit corporation whose mission is to ensure the protection and welfare of animals in need. This mission began in 1959 with the work of Robert Kleinstuber, who founded the organization as a memorial to his beloved dog, Jeff. Robert was a generous, compassionate man who did everything he could to provide for animals in need. That spirit has been kept alive as a reminder of why we exist. Our shelter is contracted to take strays from the city of Port Jervis, town of Greenville, town of Lumberland, town of Highland, town of Wawayanda, and the city of Middletown. Due to our location and extreme shortage of shelter space in the area, we find ourselves also serving folks beyond our service areas in Sullivan and Orange County, New York, as well as communities in Pike County, Pennsylvania, and Sussex County, New Jersey. In any given year, we will service and care for around 500 animals. Although adopting out animals and caring for them while they await their perfect home is a big part of what we do, it is by no means all we do. We understand a big part of our job is working to keep animals from entering our building in the first place. We dream of a day when shelters are no longer needed, but sadly, we're not there yet. In order to help our mission and the communities we serve, we offer many other services targeted at this. The Animal Rights Alliance, or TARA, is a mobile clinic that comes to our shelter multiple times a year to provide the community with a quality, low-cost spay or neuter option. Thanks to this service, close to 200 cats last year alone will not be contributing to the cat overpopulation issue. A year ago, we began a TNR, or Trap Neuter Release program. Feral cat colonies are responsible for a majority of the kittens produced, many of which end up in community shelters like ours. TNR is the only proven method to humanely and effectively control these colonies, as well as decrease the number of kittens entering the shelter system. The program involves locating the colonies in the community and setting humane traps to capture these feral cats. These cats are then spayed or neutered, given a rabies vaccine, and ear-tipped to identify them after being released back into the colony. Our shelter has begun working with Port Jervis Animal Control to do some limited TNR work in the city and hopes to receive additional funding in 2015 to continue targeting the many colonies. One thing we understand is sometimes folks fall on hard times, and we don't want that to mean giving up their pets. Through the Community Assist program, we offer help by supplying food in return for volunteer hours. Often this help is short-term and a way to help folks through the bumps in life we all seem to hit. Education is also a big part of what we do at the shelter. Our staff and volunteers are relentless in getting the word out about the importance of spay-neuter and responsible pet care. We preach it when out in the community, when folks enter our shelter, to local groups. Basically, we preach it to whomever we can, whenever we can, wherever we can. We offer obedience class training to volunteers and staff to provide better care for our animals, as well as send staff to seminars to keep them abreast of all the current topics in shelter care. We believe education is key to reducing the number of animals in need. As you can see, the Humane Society of Port Jervis Deer Park provides an important service to our community and surrounding areas. This service costs close to $350,000 a year to operate, with only 10% coming from town contracts. Since 1959, we have been going 24/7 to serve this large area in need, saving thousands of animals along the way. Now, the shelter that has helped so many needs help itself. From the dog kennels and the outside runs, to the cat cages and kitten housing, to our office and reception areas and surgical space, every area of the facility is in serious need of renovations. Without proper housing for our animals, we cannot continue to help the communities around us, nor can we provide shelter for those who have no voice. The most pressing issues are deteriorating concrete floors and walls, rusting kennel doors and dividers, non-functioning guillotine doors between inside and outside kennels, lack of insulation and leaky windows, resulting in tremendous heat loss, insufficient isolation areas to help reduce and contain disease outbreaks, outdated ventilation systems, small single-compartment cat cages with little separation between litter, food, and resting areas, as well as no specific area for out-of-cage play. Our ultimate vision is to build a new facility. We realize this is a very lengthy and expensive undertaking and perhaps years away, but we need to start somewhere. Our building fund was started for this purpose, and every penny donated goes to the repair and renovations of our facility so that we may continue the good work Mr. Kleinstuber began back in 1959. Donating money is just one way to help. We need volunteers to help with the many different areas required to operate. Some volunteers help with animal care. Some do off-site adoption events. Some help with social media by sharing pictures of our beautiful animals. Some help with fundraising events. Some hold food and supply drives. And some even hold birthday parties to gather supplies for our animals. Become a member and get involved. For as little as $25 a year, you can help us shape the future of our shelter while aiding these poor animals in need and spreading the message of animal welfare. We house around 50 dogs and 80 cats in our shelter at any time, and donations of food help us greatly reduce operating expenses, as do donations of cleaning and office supplies. These are just some of the ways you can help us. We encourage you to get creative and get involved. Now, meet some of our current residents.